Hello, my dear subscribers and followers. You might be wondering where did all the videos disappear to, and why is Vishnu not generating any content in almost a year? Well, I have some good news and some bad news for you. The good news is that I have not given up on my passion for teaching and sharing my knowledge with you. The bad news is that I have been busy with some personal and professional projects that have taken up most of my time and energy. I did not delete the videos from YouTube. I just unlisted them. You could still access the videos or playlist if you previously had saved the links. You could also access the videos from my blog post and my GitHub repository. I did this because I wanted to reorganize and update my security to make it not vulnerable to malware attacks. I switched on two-factor authentication and removed my personal email from all the video descriptions. I know some of you might be disappointed and frustrated by this decision. I appreciate your patience and support, and I hope you will stick with me as I work on creating new and better content for you. So, what have I been up to in the past year? Well, let me tell you a little bit about my projects. Most of my time has been spent on upskilling my MuleSoft knowledge as an architect. My knowledge on IBM Integration Bus and App Connect Enterprise is outdated nowadays. It's been 2 years since I last worked on ACE or App Connect full time. The reason I got back to making more YouTube videos now is that I still go back to YouTube when I need some assistance with something random or such as hard reset or data wipe of old Android phones when I forgot the passcode. I go to YouTube instead of documentation every time I need some assistance with a subject matter. I first go to YouTube instead of reading through the documentation. I realized that I should continue to contribute to YouTube as I'm also benefiting from YouTube. I get most of my quick references from it. So upgraded my security and I'm back with a video on Java code and YouTube data API. In this video, I want to share with you my experience with malware and how I learned to protect myself from it. I was afraid of malware and potential harm or inconvenience to me as I was now allowing myself to be in public view. And internet is not a safe place to be without guardrails. Let me show you some of the emails that I've received since I made my email ID public via YouTube. Here you see an email for collaboration and sponsorship. It is actually a precursor to a malware that wants to steal your session tokens. Big players such as Linux Tech Tips are also vulnerable to such attacks. I do not have the time or the inclination to sort out these types of junk emails, so I unshared my online content until I had time to upgrade my security. It took me 1 year. So I have attached the link to this video in description in case you want to learn more about PC security channel. Okay, back to Java code for today's video. So today I will show you how to do bulk updates on YouTube data API, which I use to modify my video description and also to change the visibility of videos from unlisted to public. In this video, I will show you how to use YouTube data API to bulk update the video description and also the visibility of the videos. This is very useful if you want to add or remove some information from your videos, such as links, hashtags, keywords. You can also make use of this method to update your or to make your videos private, unlisted, or public. The YouTube Data API lets you incorporate functions normally execute on YouTube website from your custom Java application. You can use the API to upload videos, manage playlist subscriptions, update channel settings, and many more. To use YouTube Data API, you need to have an API key and OAuth 2 token. Can get them from Google Developers Console. You also need to have a Google account that is linked to your YouTube channel. The first step is to create a project in Google Developers Console and enable YouTube Data API for your project. Then you need to create an API key and an OAuth client ID for your project. Then you can find detailed instructions on how to do this in the documentation. The second step is to write some Java code that makes use of YouTube Data API library. This is available in my GitHub repository. Uh, you can refer that. You may remember a video from 2020 where I demonstrated with one of my GitHub projects that you can use YouTube Data API to randomly select a comment from the videos. Well, I decided to make use of the same project for this use case. For example, I wanted to be able to modify the video description and update the status from unlisted to public automatically for multiple videos. Okay, so let me walk you through the steps that I took to enhance my existing project and also share some tips and tricks along the way. I was so excited to run my previous project from 2020, but I got this annoying error 403 quota exceeded. It turns out that Google has changed its API limits and had to recreate a new project and new credentials to access the service. Luckily, I found helpful article on Stack Overflow that explained how to do this step by step. I followed the instructions and created a new API, but when I ran my code, I got a permission denied error. I checked the documentation and realized that I had to configure the API key for YouTube Data API v3. I quickly fixed that and ran my code again. I tested my 2020 Java code, read some comments from my videos. It was amazing. But then I ran into another problem. Every time I wanted to change something, modify something, I had to go through the OAuth 2 dance and it never worked. It always gave me an access blocked error and it said my Java application was not verified by Google. I solved the problem of Google verification by publishing the Java application or desktop application to production. This was present on OAuth consent page. It felt great to be able to successfully test after all these. It was a rewarding and satisfying experience that boosted my confidence and motivation. I'm so happy with the results of the API testing. It worked flawlessly for 100 videos and only stopped because of quota limit. That's amazing. I'm sure we can optimize it even more in future. I can't wait to start working on the next project and see what I can learn next. The latest code is available in GitHub repository and link is added to the video description. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thank you for watching and stay safe online.